Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Welcome, everybody, to Simon versus the podcast. I'm Simon, along with Ethan Stein's monster.
No, I'm not Ethan Stein. I'm Skeleton Ethan. The first of the Silver Shamrock, or second or third, whatever.
Back of the 50-foot Ethan.
Yes, there you go. Bad shape.
And then Short King Autumn saw.
Yeah, I'm the witch. So
I think you and me are probably the same height, to be honest.
Manlets.
I'll do my
Gonna love these
best
manlets.
witch laugh now.
Season of the sod.
Yeah.
Ethan, give us your best witch.
That's terrible. That's like my laugh. No.
He's like,
Yeah.
Yes.
No, that was my laugh. Not a witch sound, but actually my laugh could be a witch sound. I gotta think about it. So yeah, that's my witch sound.
Yeah, so if you couldn't tell, today we're talking about Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
One without Michael Myers, boo!
the best Halloween film.
Maybe
We're
the
joking,
best
we-
Halloween
we don't like to
sequel.
No. Just the best period.
Okay. I like it. It's not my favorite, but I
It's
do
like,
think
oh
it's
no,
interesting.
Mike, we got to get this out of the way.
Yeah,
oh
we
no,
have to
Mike
talk
Myers
about
isn't
Yeah.
in it. Like, I didn't even watch the movie because he wasn't in it. I'm gonna rate it poorly. Ooh.
Well, we have to establish, like, at the end of Halloween 2, obviously Michael Myers is killed along with Donald Pleasance. It was, like, intended to, like,
Yes.
give a much more, I guess,
Think.
definitive conclusion to this
he was never meant to come
series.
back.
Yeah, that basically.
Mhm.
Because John Carpenter and
Yeah.
Deborah Hill were just like, we're done with this now, unless...
And then we were supposed to get more stuff like Season of the Witch, which is supposed to
Which
be
I
like, is
wanted.
continuing to be like an anthology kind of thing.
It's a great
But
idea.
no, we want Mike Myers.
I mean, it was sort of like...
What could have been?
Yeah, if they went with the anthology idea, which it would have been way more interesting than what the series eventually became.
If they wouldn't have named this, if they would have just called this film Season of the Witch, it would have did way better.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
If it's
guessing
called like Season of the Witch, a Halloween story rather than Halloween 3, I guarantee people wouldn't bitch about it not having Michael Myers.
Season,
the
Season of the
Hall-
Witch from the Book of Saw,
Yes, Requiem.
a Star Wars tale. Season of the Witch.
Yes.
But I mean, I feel like John might come back for something like that. He's done with. He doesn't want anything to do with fucking Mike Myers.
He's still doing the
We
scores
can-
for
we
the
can
new
blame him.
ones, though. Like
He's
now.
only doing that for the money.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Has he? Can we get like a Rip Bozo thing with like John Carpenter playing Xbox and like smoking his cigar?
Well, no, he's earned that. I think he's earned that.
He has. Yeah, he
can-
definitely has.
He can do whatever he wants.
I also
Exactly.
love that he hates a lot of like modern horror too.
Yeah, he's just off being a cynical old man.
Fuck you, David
Mhm.
Cronenberg. All right, so Halloween 3 released in 1982, directed by Tommy Lee Wallace,
He was
starring
the-
Tom Atkins, shut up,
Okay.
Stacy Nelkin, Dan O'Hurley, and Michael Curry. Don't you
Yep.
ever interrupt me while I'm doing my intro.
Sure.
An A-list
Sorry,
cast
Master.
here we're dealing with.
You'll find yourself wearing one of those masks when it comes 9 p.m. Eastern Standard
Oh.
Time.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Tommy Lee
this
Wallace
movie
was
is-
okay.
Jesus Christ. See, this is why podcasting is easier when everyone's on the same continent in the same room.
Yeah, exactly. Why aren't we like, in the same room? Like, why?
Well, it's
Explain.
because we're from 3 different
Please.
countries.
Oh, boo-hoo. I will freaking... I'll get some Lincoln money. I'll go right to Alberta right now.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'll fly across the planet. Just to
Good old,
Yeah.
like,
show
2-day
up and-
flight for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it'd take like maybe 11 hours. I don't know. I've looked up before. I forget.
Anyways, this is much different from the previous two Halloweens.
Yeah.
Obviously, yes, completely
said,
different.
Mike Myers,
Hands on his own.
he is in it, sort of. But
Well,
not, like,
sort of.
yeah,
I'm not sure
in a
how
way.
I feel
Kinda.
about that. It's more just sort of like a fun Easter egg, I guess.
It's
not
like
even really an
Yeah.
Easter egg, just more because it's just very
Mike-
prominent, like in the bits it is.
he
shown
was
in.
he was a robot assassin who just wanted to kill Laurie Strode. Just like in Jason Goes to Hell, where it turns out that he was a Deadite.
Or like a worm monster thing.
Yeah, because the director of Jason Goes to Hell stole Sam Raimi's Evil Dead props.
Yeah. I mean, that's just.
But they weren't allowed to call it the Necronomicon or the dagger,
Yeah.
even though it's the same props.
But yeah, Halloween 3 starts off pretty strong in one sequence. Because the thing about this movie, it isn't like a slasher film or even really an outright horror for the most part. It sort of starts off as a slow mystery for like the big portion of it. It starts off with a man running away from
Yes.
just a man and another man or a whole bunch of men in suits.
Yes. Men in suits. It's like
Some would
American men in
say
suits. Very scary.
Men in Black.
Yeah, the men in black.
Yes.
And this is like just the way the way this opening is shot, like it is very atmospheric. Even though it's a sort of a different type of atmosphere to the original, which is good.
Well, yeah, because even though John didn't direct this, he still does the soundtrack, the
Yes,
score.
It is a very Carpenter-esque score.
Yeah, I could still like sense it's him doing it. You know, there's another composer who did like half of his filmography in the '80s, but you still get that sense like, oh, like you could tell like this has heart still put into this, which I like a lot.
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
he's
keep
running
going.
from the MIB.
Yeah, the men in black.
He crushes one of them with a car,
Yeah,
which is
Mhm.
it is quite funny. I will admit.
Yeah.
like the way it just slowly rolls towards.
He slowly turns and looks at the car that's about to crush him, and then when it finally touches him, he pulls back like he just nutted. He's like, ah.
Yeah, it's just a mild inconvenience.
And then our man with the pumpkin mask, he escapes
For
to like a
now.
gas station,
Mm-hmm.
and he gets picked up.
Yeah, and taken to the hospital basically immediately. Where we are
Yeah,
then.
and this is
We are then
this is the
introduced-
first time that we hear the theme as well.
Oh
Yeah,
yes. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Are you guys ready?
One,
Yeah,
two,
sure.
One,
Alright.
2, 3.
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween,
Halloween,
happy
Halloween.
Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. There's only 8 more days until Halloween.
Amazing song. It's the best part of the movie. It gets in your head. That's what makes this movie stick. It's this song.
It's
the most
catchy.
memorable part of the movie.
It is
And
sort
it's
of
creepy
designed-
as hell.
Yeah, it's sort of designed to be
Well
the worst
done.
thing ever made, in a way.
What's that? That's a commercial. It looks like some shit you see like 12 a.m. like weirdly and whatnot. It's like some like curves. It's something like it's something very unsettling. Something uneasy about it. Kind of the ending credits of SpongeBob is kind of very uneasy about it. Like kids are supposed to be like, but it's very unsettling.
POV, you're in the Halloween universe and you wake up at 2 a.m. Happy Halloween.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the
this
80s.
is a different universe than the Halloween Michael Myers universe. Gotta
Apparently,
remember
it's
that.
not. It's
Yeah.
not canon anymore.
Well, it's not even like in the same time. Like, I don't even want to like get into it because the Halloween timeline is so fucked. Even if
No,
you
it-
remove
it-
this
It
one.
totally because we've established that witchcraft and stuff is real in Halloween 3. Mike Myers happening is not even out of the realm of possibility. Because it happens like 2 years prior to this. Of course, it could be in the same universe. I don't see why it couldn't.
Well, it doesn't really matter though. It's all just like this movie was just trying to be like a standalone, unique
That's what I'm
thing.
saying. Yeah, it's all like a Twilight Zone kind of story and whatnot,
Yeah.
And that's what it
Well-
is. So.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess with the later Halloween sequels where they do like introduce like cult black magic stuff, then yeah, I guess it
Yeah, he was
kinda
like a
fit in.
baby demon or whatever. Like the sequels probably couldn't have happened after this because it's not mentioned at all.
Well, which sequel?
We'll get to the
Are we
ending.
talking about
Like,
Halloween
4,
and
5,
that weird little trilogy that happened?
6. Yeah.
And then you got H2O and Resurrection, which is its own
Rob Zombie.
continuity. Then you got the Rob Zombie ones.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
the
yeah, the
more
best
Dig
recent
through the
ones.
ditches and burn through the witches in the back of my Dracula. I like that they just like gave Mike Myers this like he's from a broken home backstory and his like mom is a hooker stripper.
Yeah. It's
The
like Rob
most
Zombie.
Rob
Stop making
Zombie
It's my
it
wife.
thing.
Look at my wife, isn't she hot dancing on that pole?
Yeah. Oh, Rob Zombie, I love you.
But anyway,
Yeah,
so after that,
it's
we are
fucking
introduced
insane,
to the man himself.
Tom Atkins.
Yeah, the myth,
The
the legend.
perv Atkins.
Tom
Yes.
Atkins.
Who like ropes every woman like he works with, and like it's like we'll get to it. There's more stuff with them, but he's
Well, yeah, he's coming
he
home
wait,
to
today.
his family.
Yeah, nowadays he would not go well.
His
Coming home to his
estranged wife.
bitch wife
Yes, this wife character.
or his
who is-
ex.
Wife who's reasonably angry with him. Yes, because
to
he
a
is.
comical
To be fair.
degree. Yeah, to be fair, but it's also comical, like how she acts around him, just how like passive aggressive.
Yeah,
Because he comes home, he's just like he brings little gifts for his children,
Yeah, he brings
And-
like these little masks and stuff.
and the
and
kids
they're
are
like,
just
we don't
like,
want it.
they're just like,
No, we don't.
what the
We
fuck
hate
is this
this.
shit?
Yeah,
they're
we
already
got
got us.
masks. We need embrace consumerism, mommy, daddy. Come on, so much Shamrock.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
so
the song
the
plays again.
Little girl, she's got the witch mask on, and the other kid's got the skull on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but then they're just like, the commercial plays again, and they just like go basically right up to a TV just to watch it wearing the product they already own.
uh-huh.
Which is sort of a weird thing. But I guess it's just in sort of like the logic of the movie with like the. Because it is like
It's
very like
advertising.
cynical and mean
Well-
when it comes to like the whole consumerism angle, just like bitter.
Well, it's a constant reminder, like that there is a countdown, like something is happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And these commercials, when you
What?
constantly see them, it's one more tick on the clock
Yeah.
to what's going on.
Or even like there's
It gets
title
more
cards in the
uneasy.
movie, which are also like counting down the days. Like there's a pretty massive
My-
time skip after.
My favorite title card is when Nebraska is wiped off the map.
Yes, that's actually my favorite too. We're going to get to that, but yes, Omaha, Nebraska, where I am, is currently in this movie, and I was shocked, honestly, that in the '80s, this is what Nebraskans were up to. This
that
kids,
anyone would try to
embrace
wipe Nebraska
You could
off the
probably
face of
go
the
out-
earth.
And find the street that was filmed on.
I guarantee. Yeah, honestly, after this episode's over, I'll look it up and I will take a picture of it. I'll send it
Yes,
to y'all.
please.
Yes.
I would
Yeah.
love that.
I will. Yes, it's probably not far at all from where I am, guaranteed.
It's right down the block.
That it's my neighborhood. Now look at the window. There it is, right there. Yeah. If only that'd be
It's known as the
very
Halloween
cool.
Free Street, the most famous landmark in Nebraska.
Yeah,
When you're
each
taking the photo,
Halloween.
you have to take a video of you walking down the street singing the Silver Shamrock theme.
Yeah, with the skeleton mask. Yes, it'd only be
Yeah.
right. I wonder if they still like I bet guarantee like on like a Halloween like stores or shops and whatnot they sell Silver Shamrock mask and whatnot like from this movie. Oh, I wonder if they still do that because, like, for Halloween, like, skeletons for Shamrock Mask, that'd be great.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
back,
probably.
back to the
Yeah.
plot. Tom is getting called back to the hospital, which just pisses off his wife even further.
Well, he gets called back because the guy we see at the beginning is now in the hospital.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, and so he just comes in, and we see him like being taken into the hospital, still holding the very same mask.
The best mask out of the three.
What, the pumpkin mask?
Yeah.
I feel the same. Yeah, it looks very classy. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's very stylish.
It's very classic. Yeah.
It's simpler than the other two.
What?
And that's what makes it work.
Yeah, but he's holding onto the mask, and then the commercial plays again.
Happy
Yes.
Halloween,
Halloween,
Halloween, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Yes.
We're gonna do that every time it's brought up because
Yeah.
it gets played about
It's
like probably about 25 times
it's
in the
a
film.
comical degree,
Yeah.
which is like probably the
I don't mind
point.
though.
But-
Each time, like during certain scenes where it just be Tom Atkins and his like girl, like lady friend is like hanging around. Then a song, I'm like, okay. This song comes back, I'm like, yeah, I'm clapping my hands, and singing along to the song and shit. It's like, yes,
the thing,
this is why
it's not-
TV's so good.
It's not only on TVs; it's on
The
radios.
it's every.
Yeah.
There's even like a
Everything.
van playing it later on. Running
Yeah.
around the street.
It's on billboards. It's everywhere. It's the Disney of 1982 Halloween universe.
Yeah, Disney wasn't doing so well back there, so the old man from
This-
RoboCop just got a hold of it.
So, anyways,
wait, you know RoboCop?
Yeah, that's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I always remember RoboCop the one time, so I don't remember jack shit. But that's nice. He's in this. Yeah,
Yeah.
the white haired guy.
Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is crime. Nice shooting, son. What's your name? Yeah, that's the guy who
Well-
this movie is. Well, we'll get to his evil plot soon.
He's Walt Disney.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or just
Yeah,
evil
basically, yeah.
businessman.
Yeah. Well, where we are right now in the film, you wouldn't be able to tell by how we ramble, but what's going on now is our main character, Dr. Dan.
Just Tom Atkins. We can just call him Tom Atkins.
Yeah,
for
Tom
the whole
Atkins.
thing.
Mhm.
I like how we got Tom Atkins and then we got Stacy Nelkin.
And some other people, and the old man from
Yeah.
RoboCop. But that commercial plays again, and
Yeah, well, he's looking at the guy and the guy's like completely freaked out because he's figured out what's going on here.
yeah. And he just goes, "They're gonna kill us all. They're gonna kill us all." And Tom Atkins just like, "Oh, just take him away."
I'll deal with him later.
Yeah,
He just pumps a bunch of morphine and stuff into him.
yeah.
Then it's like later, and then the assassin shows up.
Yes, Dick Warlock himself.
Mike Myers himself.
No,
I
Dick
played a little
Warlock,
sound.
the
Like,
greatest name of all
each time
time.
these guys show up.
Dick Warlock, who played the Shape in Halloween 2.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
We salute you, Dick Warlock.
truly is a
So,
warlock
Michael
is
Myers confirmed
in the
film.
Halloween
Yeah.
free verse.
Yeah.
You see his mask later on too, but
Uh-huh.
it's just a really short shot.
Yeah.
So the assassin shows up. They're basically mindless, one task.
Well, we don't know that yet. We don't have no idea who these guys are. These men in black. All that we know is that they just kill people, like our poor old man here.
Well, he comes in and he puts his hand over his mouth and he grabs his nose and he just rips part of his skull off.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
yeah, but he's very classy as well. He does wipe his gloves off after.
He does wipe it. Yeah, he wipes his hands, his lapel. He straightens his tie and he walks out.
The nurse just
And he
comes
does
in,
the
it's like-
classy thing.
I like how the nurse comes in. It's just like just starts.
What are you
screaming.
doing here?
Yeah, it's a very reserved reaction.
Yeah.
He just walks away. She's like,
But then that gets Tom into action.
Yes, music.
Yeah, he looks at himself. My God. He
Yeah.
chases after him, but he gets in the
Yeah.
car and he just dumps a bunch of gasoline on him and lights himself in the car.
Yeah, the thing is, it's like classic 80s scene where it's like the bad guy's like walking and like the guy's running after him, but somebody can't catch up to him. He's walking and he then turns the next corner. He's not there. He's just walking. He's like running to him. He can't catch up to him. I love it.
He was doing a
It's
nice
so
Chris
good.
power walk.
Yeah, he has some swagger to it. Like he has some class before. Like even like when he cut himself, he has some class to it. Like he had the gasoline ready. Like he was prepared. Like he knew what he was gonna do. It's like at least he cut himself with class. Like everything about this guy is very classy.
Yeah,
He did it for Jesus.
No, he's
Yes.
a warlock, remember? Dick Warlock.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
The stick one.
But
Dick
then,
Warlock.
so our first guy has been murdered, which sort of like kicks the plot off, really.
Yeah, and the cops are there. There's no like crime scene tape or anything around anything.
Where the guy's daughter shows up.
Yeah, and then Tom
She has
immediately is
to
like,
go like, oh, let me see
oh.
him. Yeah, this is where Tom's very questionable in this movie at points.
That's for sure.
Yeah, but she's just wants to see the body. And he's like, oh yeah, that's him. And the police officer's just like, oh, these things take time to process. Are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, already at the hospital.
Yeah, it's
You
very
do the
convenient that
autopsy right there.
The body's already at the hospital, so these assassins are very convenient. Very thoughtful assassins.
Your daughter's like, my dad, he's dead. How did he die? You got his face
do I have a story for
ripped
you?
off. She's like, what? Assassin? But they start getting closer and trying to figure stuff out. There's also a scene like with him at the bar.
Yeah, there's like a
And then
sizable time skip to like the 29th.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and then Happy Halloween comes on the TV. He's like, turn that shit off.
Yeah, but they're also playing a commercial for the original Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which I'm not sure.
That's why he
is
wanted
great.
it to turn it. That's why he wanted him to turn it off. He hates the original Halloween.
Yeah,
He's a big Rob Zombie fan.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I can't blame him there. You know.
But yeah, and then we
Girl
also
comes
learn
back. Oh.
that he's also banging the other doctor, the other lady doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom is a very horny man.
So like when he leaves the hospital, he gives her a little.
Grope.
Yeah,
Yeah. No
Yeah.
bump and grind. He's giving her a grope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he gives her a little. Gives her a little grope and a kiss, and he leaves.
Yeah.
And he meets up with the daughter
Yeah.
because her dad was
Owned
A
Halloween
distributor.
store, basically.
Yeah, he was a distributor of the Silver Shamrock masks. And it turned out that he actually went to the factory.
Yeah, to pick up an order or something, we can only assume.
Mhm.
But he stumbled
And then
upon
he's
something wasn't supposed to.
he's in deep.
Yeah,
No, he's deed.
because they established earlier that someone stole one of the stones from Stonehenge. Which is seemingly random,
Yeah.
but oh
Yeah, that
no.
was like it's just a random news thing. It's like Stonehenge. It's fucking gone.
Yeah.
All of it. It's gone.
They're just like, it's one rock. They just stole the one.
Yeah. It's like, all right.
Foreshadowing.
It's a very random scene that is very important because it's only given like about 5 seconds of screen time and then it's never talked about again till the
Yeah,
end.
yeah, it is sort of like when they do reveal it, which we'll get to.
So, our main character, Tom, he's talking to the daughter. I don't know her name. I wasn't really paying attention.
Yeah, we only remember Tom.
We remember
Yeah.
Tom Atkins for his indelible performances,
Yeah.
Dr. Dan. But they're talking, and then they just like, well, we're going on a road trip.
Oh, it's just sort of like, because she says, oh, you're at the funeral. I appreciate that. She's like, you don't know him at all, though.
I came here for you.
Yeah. Yeah,
baby.
we were talking about this earlier, like how Tom only like goes on this adventure just to bed her, basically.
Well, he's
Mm.
sort of interested about what's going on because he was there when
Yeah.
his
I mean,
patient
yeah,
was murdered.
it is very interesting that a man did set himself on fire after killing someone. So yeah, there is like, yeah, I think most of us
So-
would be interested.
It's another shift at the hospital.
They go to
Yeah, it's
this
another
very
shift.
small town
Yeah.
in California. I think that's where it is, right?
What, the Silver Shamrock Factory?
Yeah.
I mean, it does sort of like feel a bit
like a side
isolated.
character.
It does have the
No, it's funny because when she's like, yeah, it was like these Irish immigrants and they all moved to this random town in California. I was like, the dirty fucking Irish. It was them all along.
Yeah, I can't believe like it was all Sean Fleming. I had no idea. Honestly, I forgot about that.
Irish, they love witchcraft.
Yes, and potatoes.
Consumerism and witchcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the thing about the Silver Shamrock Factory, like that whole town, like does feel isolated from the rest of like, I don't know, you saw because they do show them coming in, driving in.
Other than that gas station.
Oh yeah, the gas station there, but we don't really have like a clear sense of the geography, so
Yeah, but the gas station really isn't that far away from the actual town.
True. But yeah,
Which means there must be another town fairly close.
yeah.
It doesn't seem like they go that far.
Well, it is sort of weird how it does sort of feel like a commune, basically.
Yeah.
Where, like, this one guy, this one corporation just owns this town and even has, like, a curfew. You can't be out by 6.
6 p.m. That's past your bedtime, son.
Yeah. Yeah, but they get into town
Yes.
and they're
So they go to the
slowly...
Silver Shamrock town.
Yeah. Well, a town that's just owned by Silver Shamrock, and they're just slowly driving around, and we see the townspeople just looking around, looking at them.
Mhm.
It's very
Yeah,
like,
like they're driving. Everyone is staring at them.
yeah. It's just like, oh, what's going on here? Because this movie does feel more like a mystery noir than an outright horror movie for like the first good portion of it. But they get to the hotel or motel, whatever.
I like the hotel owner.
Yeah, the
He's a very
hotel owner.
enthusiastic
He's very
man.
enthusiastic about a lot. Just being in this town and working for Mr. What's the old man's actual name? Like Connell Crocklin?
So,
Yeah, something like that.
He's like, Mr. Crocklin. Oh, he made this town
Crocklin.
what it is today.
yes, sir. Mr. Cochran will run the town out real good.
He runs it real good. He's a great man.
Yeah, he's just big talking the owner, and then you just see him drive by in his like black
Limousine.
jet black car. Yeah, it's like, oh, there he is now, and there he goes. And he's got cameras all over the
All
town.
over this town. So yeah, something's wrong here, to say the very least.
Yeah. Well, this is where we also meet like some of the other
These
characters
side
that
characters.
yeah. So we get the family.
The family, my favorite bunch of characters in the movie.
Yeah, they're just
so lovable.
constantly bickering with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah, the kid flips them
modern
off.
American family in the 80s.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nuclear family
Yeah,
minus the daughter.
Oh yeah, there is no. Yeah, but well, the dad almost kills Tom Atkins by running him over in his like oversized 80s RV.
It's the Winnebago.
The Winnebago.
Yeah, it even had like the W on the side.
I know nothing about RVs, but yeah, he nearly kills Tom, and we also get just Lady, who owns like a store in like, is it like, it's San Francisco, right? And she's very pissy about having to come out all this way.
He gets out of the car and just starts spitting exposition for no reason.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like, stupid factory making me come down here, order quotas and all this. So, like, just random exposition
I mean, it is
facts
weird,
about the
like,
factory.
Because before we like learn what happens later on, you would think that they would have like their operation would be very tight and controlled. and this lady wouldn't have
I mean,
to
it
come
sort
all
of
the way
is.
out. Yeah, but this one lady just didn't get her order, didn't get her masks. So yeah, San Francisco was probably saved.
There's other distributors for
No,
San
that
Francisco.
was the only distributor in San Francisco.
Out of all the places, frickin' San Francisco.
Yeah, they got lucky. But yeah, because the next portion of like this movie that's going in a town, just as it's very uneasy to a degree, which I like about it.
The first night there, he bangs the daughter of his
Well, no,
patient.
we got this side
Yeah.
character because like Tom's just goes out to get a drink and runs into this one guy. It's just like,
Well, no, we learn about the curfew first.
yeah, we learn about the curfew.
And yeah, well, no, because what happens is he decides to go out, and then we get the curfew thing, and he meets this homeless guy who's just like, man, I fucking hate Cochran. He's a piece of shit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna burn down his frickin' factory.
Yeah. But it's,
Oh, by the way, he's got mics and cameras all over the town. So now you're an accomplice of mine.
yeah. Which is just, I don't know why was he just drunk?
He was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, oh, I'm just gonna say whatever I want, which he basically.
And Tom, he's like,
basically-
what the? What's going on here? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it's like but what happens next is, it's really like the ending of a Darman video where it's just like, homeless man talks crap to big corporate boss, instantly regrets it.
I wrote down here. Now he's homeless and headless
Wow.
Yeah.
because the assassin boys, the MIB, show up and rip his head off.
Yeah, it's really like amazing. Just how he's just like, oh, I didn't mean it. I just like take his head off.
And then next
his
door
very
to their Tom, he goes back and he starts banging his girl or the
Yeah.
girl. Next door, the lady she's playing with, because she has one of the silver shamrock clips that would usually be on the mask.
One of my favorite moments in the movie, by the way. It's like top 3 moments for me in this movie. Love
And
it.
she's messing with it. And she gets zapped in the face with the 80s laser beam.
Yes. It's,
Her face is
practical
melted,
effect,
and
it's
then
incredible.
like some kind of like spider-like creature comes out of her mouth.
yeah, that gave me chills. Like I forgot like that scene of our chick where I was telling Sabi before we started recording. It's like there's certain things I definitely like remember about this movie that's still like stuck with me ever since seeing it, and it always will. It's like always like some great moments like that in this movie. And like I was telling Sad, like I'd say like that effect, like it's like a John Carpenter practical effect. It just looks that good.
Yeah. But also just the way it's shot as well. It's also funny. She's like tinkering over, then just like a nade, just pew!
Yes, great jump scare.
And it makes a
Woke
lot of
me up.
noise as well, but Tom just, I guess he just came what he came to
Well,
do.
he's
It's just
Tom's
this-
making a lot of noise of his own right
Yeah.
now, so
She's like, I ignore it.
I think we're
it's
gonna have
fine."
to go out of our way from now on to find movies that you wouldn't think would have a spider in it.
Oh no, please not. I got that bad enough from like the last review we did, the Dario Argento one. I would have to cover like half of my eyes during that scene watching that movie. I can't do that again unless y'all want me to have like an anxiety attack. Because if so, great job.
Simon versus the podcast Charlotte's Web.
No, actually,
We'll
I
do
think
all
Andre
the Charlotte's
3000
Webs.
voices a spider thought movie, so sure, that's not as bad.
So the next day they're at the factory, like the office building.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause they need an
first
excuse to be in there, and they-
night because they actually eventually do come out to see what's going on, because they're making a big fuss. Because they like bring a van to take the body away.
Yeah, it's like one of those old
Yeah.
ambulances.
Yeah, but this is where we're first properly introduced to Cochran. He's just like comes out. He's just like, "Oh, it's just a misfire. All is okay."
No, he just says it was like an accident. I don't say it's a misfire till later.
Oh yeah, it was just like, "Oh, we're gonna take her."
Did
to
you
the-"
even watch the
Oh,
movie?
shut up. Yeah, he's just he goes like, "Oh,
Every
so
time.
It was an accident. We're gonna take her to the factory where she'll get the best care around.
Yeah, they have. He's saying like they have like their own personal medical mini hospital in the factory.
Yeah, like this guy isn't suspicious enough. Oh god.
So I just sitting there, it's like, motherfucking piece of shit every fucking time.
Every episode, yeah. It's just like a rite of passage for the show by this point. Like,
Yeah,
we
everyone's
have
been hit with it
odd memories.
at least
Yeah.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sod gets
Or
hit with
twice.
it the most though.
Yeah. Too busy taking like notes for every single detail. Okay, Tom Atkins, he walks there. Tom Atkins, he drinks a cup of coffee. Like, every little detail. He's too busy taking notes rather than watching a movie. Is that right, Sod?
I don't have any notes for this one.
I took down
See?
one note.
So-
This is why he's so confused.
I'm not
Yeah,
confused.
I took-
It is
the
like
one
the
note
same
I took
effect,
down for
basically.
this
Misfire
movie.
and accident basically mean the same thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
the
he
one
specifically
note-
doesn't say misfire until he's telling Tom
It's
about
in the
his
same
plans.
scene. It's an innocent mistake. It's an innocent mistake.
No. You call yourself a podcast movie reviewer, and you're getting these details mixed up.
I do not go around calling myself a podcast movie reviewer.
I know
go
you.
out to...
I know you walk around Sydney when you go there, handing out your business card. It's like I review films in a podcast format.
Yeah, I
I'll
have-
have you know.
I go, hey, baby, have you ever heard of podcasts?
Hey, baby, guess what? I also edit it too.
Whole operation wouldn't happen without me. It's like
Star, editor.
I do like a Walter White thing where I go, a whole industry will go down without me.
Say my name.
I am the danger.
Just show me her resume.
I'm the one who edits.
Skylar, I am the one who edits. I get
So
out my
they're at the
laptop.
factory. They come up with some bullshit excuse like they're picking up the order for her dad or whatever,
Which
and
they
then
seem
there's
to buy. They're just like, oh,
sort
yeah.
of. But she's like, "No, that order was already picked up. You see?
We even got the guy who delivered it properly. Here he is.
Yeah, I delivered that order just a week ago. You see?
Yeah, but it's just like, oh, well, we didn't get it. It's just like, oh, okay, well. But then the family from earlier comes in, and they're just like,
Yeah.
and then Cochrane's also out. It's just like, oh, the family who sold the most masks.
In the United States,
Why did he become Australian? He's Irish.
I might.
Donald Cochrane here.
It's the season of the witch, which allows me to change ethnicities and accents. Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the power of witchcraft, I'm now Australian. See?
Let's throw another ship on the Barbie, eh?
Yeah. You see, after the mass, we're gonna sell didgeridoos, and that'll really get them coming in.
Yeah, they're gonna do
Imagine
like
might.
they're gonna do like a whole. They're gonna do this again, but on Australia Day.
Yeah.
It's that one guy who who kept on arguing Australia isn't real just because he really hated Australia. He's gonna like launch something similar, but on Australia.
Really, it's not a real place.
It's not real.
I like when he did that in the stream. He turned his camera upside down to make them feel at home.
I do love that though. I don't care like if he hates me just because I'm Australian. I love that man. He's brought hours of
That was-
entertainment to me.
That was like the funniest shit. So yeah, Johnny Irish over here.
It's Connell Cochrane. Did you watch the movie, eh? I know we've already done it, but now I get to do it to you.
No,
Okay.
you're fired.
No.
Ethan, you're fired too.
Okay.
But you're rehired as the editor.
I want to do other things. That's fine. I'll start my music career. I don't have to do this anymore.
Silence
Finally.
the podcast breaks up due to creative differences.
Yes.
We're talking about a movie
I
we
knew-
all like,
I
which
knew
is
it happened.
weird. I'm not sure why this is the episode where we're at each other.
Why give me to the best?
Connell Cochrane's like, this is the family who sold the most masks, so I invited them to my factory. It's like a Willy Wonka situation, I guess.
You got the golden ticket.
Yeah. And it's like, we're gonna
Yeah,
give
what
you
do
the grand tour of the factory. And
Congrats on selling the most masks. Now I'm gonna fucking kill you.
yeah, but he's just like, oh, and then the dad's just going like, oh, well, can I invite my friends along? It's just like, you barely know them though. You've only had,
Yes,
like,
I was going to
one-
invite Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah. Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
It's
Yes,
like,
quite.
Mr. and Mrs. Not my real name.
Yeah.
It's-
He's like, yes, Smith. Of course, yes, that's Smith.
Yes.
Oh,
And then she's
good
like-
to meet you
I
again.
also love how, like, every time no matter what Conal Cochran does, like, everyone just applauds him. He's just like, oh, since you
Yeah.
didn't get your shipment, you get, your next order is free. And then everyone's just like,
Clap.
woo, yeah!
Yeah. Woo!
Woo!
Free shipment.
Woo!
Woo!
It's,
Well, they start doing the tour and everything, and they're they're just constantly looking around. It's just like the same three masks everywhere.
yeah. It's,
And the thing is, like, them still doing all this production of the masks and everything just for show of the family.
yeah.
Like because like they've like Halloween is like 2-3 days
No,
away
it's
at
the
this
next
point.
day, basically. It's the 30th now. So it's like,
Yeah.
literally tomorrow.
So like making these masks still really has no purpose other
I mean,
than
they do have, like, the montage later on where it's shown that kids are still buying them, so it...
well, yeah, they're still buying them, but all the shipments probably would have already been out for the Halloween season.
Yeah, but I mean...
They would probably have some extras on hand for people who still want to order them, but they probably still wouldn't be making them.
True, but...
He's like Santa Claus for fucking Halloween masks. He's working up until the day of.
Yeah, it's... Yeah. But we also got the little kid who just wants his mask. It's like, where are we gonna see the masks?
I want to kill Mias, Dad. Dad!
He did! Where's the mask? Dead!
Oh, little Timmy, you can't have these masks. They haven't gone through the final process.
Wink, wink.
Here's one fresh out of the box. Ha ha!
And he just, like, puts it over that kid. He wants him to wear that mask.
Yeah, because these masks haven't been imbued with the power of voodoo
Of Stonehenge.
or whatever. Yeah, fucking Stonehenge.
Yeah.
It's like that video game, The Druids.
What, Mystery of the Druids?
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of when he brings up Stonehenge.
If
Got
this
some
was-
parallels here.
If this was tied to Mystery of the Druids, I would be happy.
I'd like to believe that they took some inspiration from this.
Right, Halloween free.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make that game even more crazy. And then the mystery...
Ethan, do you know what Mystery of the Druids is?
No idea. If I'm being real
I
with
have it
you,
in my
no idea.
GOG library, so I can just send, like, I'll send you the cover right now if you want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
throw the cover
I don't
up on
know. Someone
screen
see,
for
yeah.
the people.
Okay, I'll
Mhm.
just send Ethan the image. Just let me
Yeah. I want to see what this. Is it like a Nintendo game, like a computer game? like,
Nintendo
Yeah,
wishes they could have this.
It's an old like PC game.
well, it's from the
Oh, okay,
early
okay,
2000s.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not coming up, so I'm just gonna have to take an image. Because, like, the cover is basically a meme now.
Main character of that game is just something else.
Every character in that game is something else.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, here you go, Ethan.
alright, let me see this.
And it didn't come through. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god! But it just says download. That's
Well, he'll get to see it
Well.
when he rewatches the episode.
Oh god, no! Now we need.
Yeah.
I'm going to find the perfect image of Mystery of the Druids. Because God.
okay.
damn,
Since we're doing this, did we forget to mention
Mystery of the Druids.
in the
God.
opening gas station scene on the TV they show Michael for like a second? Did we mention that?
What Halloween? They showed the original Halloween.
No, they showed like a quickly. How I think we find the picture because like in the gas station he's watching this Silver Shamrock commercial. And like quickly, Michael Myers' like face is like there. Like if you blink, you miss it. It's very quick. We find it.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone's no.
a
You
good
gotta
one
look at the
detail.
mystery of the Droods first.
I will. Okay, let me just look at
Or
this.
as they say in the game, Mystery of the Droods.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what they
that.
call
Yeah,
it. It's the
I've seen this
mystery
cover
of the
before.
Droods. They sure got an attitude. It's the
But
mystery
dude,
of
I love that video.
It's honestly, I thought it was actually part of the game for a while.
No, he made it. Yeah.
I wish it was though.
I like the scene back to the movie in the factory where the dad he's talking to Mr. Cogran.
Kind of, yeah.
He's like, "Oh, look at that guy up there! Oh, we should work it." They're both like, they're like knee slapping. It's like, and like Tom Atkins is like, Jesus fuck. He's like looking around, and then they find her dad's car.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. What do you mean? What is that? I don't.
You like that Michael Myers on the TV? Is like it's literally there for a second.
I can barely see
Yeah.
that though.
Zoom
it's-
in, man. It's Michael Myers. Yeah.
It's him.
It's
He's
him.
in the movie.
Yeah, he's in the movie.
Yes,
There you go.
well,
So all
there.
you twats that were complaining about this back in 1983, he's right there. So what do you mean
He's right
he wasn't
there.
in it?
God.
Yeah, put it up on the screen. Expose people.
Yeah.
Expose
All
reviews
you
on an
fake
LP about people
hacks.
complaining about
All you
Michael Myers.
frickin' fricks.
I knew what Ethan was talking about. It's just like, because it's literally just like a 2-second flash
but
and
it's
it's
still
gone. Yeah.
It's still worth mentioning though, because we mentioned like Holly being shown on TV. We mentioned the guy who played Michael in the second one is like one of the people that works for Cochran, and like this is like it's
I
worth
wouldn't
mentioning.
really say he works for him. He's more of a slave, really.
Yeah, well, he's just brainwashed, slave, secretary, intern, whatever. Yeah.
Intern.
Intern itself.
Slaves of the modern age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after like they find the car and everything,
This is where
it cuts to night
Yeah.
and Atkins is walking around after curfew and he gets chased.
Well, no, he like goes and doesn't he like go quickly check the motel like office and then he comes out.
Well,
So
she's gone.
well, aren't they like planning to leave now?
I think they were.
Yeah, but yeah, she's gone, and then the Men in Black show up.
The black suits come in.
I love how they just like kick
The
the
black
door.
suits
They
come
don't even kick
in.
the door down. They just like punch it down. Like these aren't ordinary Men in Black, but yeah, here we get like a quick chase, and we didn't.
Well, and then he
we
decides
also
to
didn't
hide in
mention
the factory.
we didn't mention the like Tom
We forgot to
Atkins'
mention.
weird sidekick lady, like in the. Is it like a morgue or something, or?
That's the chick that he was banging. That's the lady
Yeah.
doctor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he constantly calls back to her throughout the movie. She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, did you?"
I have
pick
an
up-"
update. I have an update for you on these pots that were inside the car.
Yeah, it's just
I
like,
don't think these were car pots at all.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, "There's no bones here at all. What's going on here?"
Just dust and mechanical pieces. I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah. But he also calls his wife again. Does he? Oh, no, he calls woman.
Oh.
He's like, I'm not going to pick up the kids. Fuck you. Hangs
yeah,
up.
Yeah, that's his thing. Yeah, and the wife's just like.
He calls her again later, but
Yeah.
I'm laughing. That's just literally what he does. That's why I'm laughing. It's like he basically like, I'm not picking them up. Tough luck. Sorry about it. Check the
yeah, I'm not picking up the kids. Fuck you. Bye.
Oh, God.
So he breaks into the factory to get away from them, and then he's like, he walks in. He's like, oh shit, there's a camera. Walks out. Oh, camera. And he goes in there and he finds a robo granny.
Yeah. Oh, it's so weird because he's like, he like thinks it's real for a bit, and he's just like, "What's going on here?" It's like another thing, like in Phenomena with that doll, where it's just like it's so obviously, like not a person. So
Yeah. Well, and then he fights one of the robots, and the robot just starts throwing him around.
well, no, he manages to punch him in the stomach, and then
Yeah, well, yeah. No, the robot beats the shit out of him first, and then he gets the upper hand because he has plot armor.
yeah, and he's Tom Atkins, and he's the most powerful man alive.
Even though we've seen the robots easily like break bones and rip heads off before.
Yeah, this time they're just taking. They can't best the sheer power of Tom Atkins.
An American not owning a gun, most unrealistic shit I ever saw.
Tisk tisk tisk.
It is weird that he doesn't have a gun on him at any
He
point.
doesn't need one. He's Tom Atkins.
All right.
He can punch a robot in the stomach and.
Well, he commits
probably-
robocide.
Yeah, and he's got like they're just filled with like yellow goop.
It looked like honey or like motor oil mixed with honey,
Yeah.
and then he gets caught by a Cochrane.
Is like a prankster, so it could have just been a honey.
I got you, didn't I?
Yeah, your hands are now covered in honey.
It was foretold. It was foretold by the witch council that you would get sticky.
Oh god. Yeah.
He gets sillier and sillier, like a more cartoony villain.
Yeah, I love it though.
Yeah.
So he has him kidnapped. Where's the girl?
It's just-
Where's Rachel?
we have her tied up in one of our. Just because this factory also has jail cells as well.
It has jail cells. It has like a secret laboratory.
Like a whole underground area where they just held
Bunker. You should have saw how we had to transport it.
I wish that was like a scene, like the Men in Black just trying to transport Stonehenge back to this little factory.
They're there fighting the Druids for the rights to Stonehenge. But yeah, he has him tied up. He's like, I have your girlfriend. I have everything. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, this is where we reveal his motive.
Yeah.
Or what he plans to do.
Well, he brings the family into this little room, and he has the kid with the mask on.
In the most horrifying scene in the movie, which comes out of left field as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the happy Halloween,
annoying corporate jingle.
happy Halloween, silver shamrock song.
Shamrock.
What it does, it's a radio transmission that activates witchcraft within the mask that melts your fucking body and turns you into snakes and bugs and shit.
It's witchcraft mixed with like a particle of Stonehenge.
Yeah, a little bit of science.
Yeah.
Who says religion and science can't work together?
It's just a way to kill all the children. But yeah, it's...
Yeah, he's like, through the power of Stonehenge.
The little children of Stonehenge.
Stonehenge actually wrote the theme song.
Yeah, but like this scene is like actually horrifying. The fact
Yeah, it gives me the chills. Yeah, because like when I watched this movie for the first time during the one Halloween, during the Halloween marathon, the AMC, like this scene, like the ending is what I remember in particular for good reason. It gives me the chills. Once all the things come out, that Silver Shamrock thing is like going crazy on the TV. Like the dad's freaking out until he eventually like passes out. The mom is just like gone. Basically, it's amazing. Yeah.
The last 30 minutes of this film are perfect. Just put together so nicely.
Yeah.
It's what I thought God would bump this movie.
Because I guess I like the first half where it's more mystery, even though like I guess like everyone knows like what this movie is like about and like the big reveal, but the build up is still solid.
It's slow. Slow
Because
down. Slow it way down.
Like, so this is a Shamrock song. It gets played like frequently throughout. And like each time it plays, it gets into
Happy Halloween, 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 Halloween,
Silver Shamrock.
Yeah, and we get a sense of something like isn't right here. Is anticipation to it, and like the only real first sense we get is when the lady's like face gets burned off, but not really that because it doesn't really involve like the actual like commercial. And it's this scene where we really see like the effects of it, which makes like the ending like even more
yeah, we know.
what's like, effective. It makes it more effective. Yeah,
just like that scene of like the Diamondback rattlesnake just pouring out of the kid's face.
Yeah. And the mum fades and the dad's screaming and Tom's just watching.
He's getting bit by the snakes and
Tom's just watching it going, my God.
Yeah, my God.
And
Mhm.
Conal Cochran's just laughing.
So what he does is he locks.
Well, no, he reveals like his motivation, where he's like, "Oh,
Well, yeah, he
you
does. He tells him that while he's in the room. Did you even watch the movie?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna explain this.
What?
What do you mean? This
Yeah, he
isn't
puts
even
him in
like
the
a
room.
solid like, oh, did you watch the movie? I'm like, well, I'm just saying what's happened.
Did you even pay attention to the scene? So I'm gonna need you to start a recap channel and recap the film.
No, I'm not doing
Yes,
that.
please.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not doing that. It's not happening.
Sorry, no.
Do it for
I'll make
anime.
one.
Make it really cringe.
I mean, Ethan didn't upload his phenomenal reaction because he didn't record one. He just made a thumbnail for some reason.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, that's the reason you said like, oh, I watched a video. I'm like, okay, I'll do a thumbnail, but I'm not going to actually do the video because I just want to sit down, relax, and enjoy the movie. Not have to do a bullshit YouTube video. I'm not getting like 3 views. I'm good.
So yeah, he's got him tied up in this little room with the TV, and he puts the skeleton mask on him.
Yeah.
And he explains to him that the reason why he's doing this is every 1,000 years.
The planets align.
Yeah,
It's something
the
really
planets
weird.
align.
It's like the planets align, so I need to pull
There must be a sacrifice.
Why?
Haven't
Really?
you seen Cabin in the Woods? Woo.
Really, it's just he just wanted to kill children, and I would have been okay with
Yeah.
that.
Well, he loves child murder.
Yeah.
He loves it.
Well,
Because he's like,
he's also a witch.
I'm doing it for the kids.
It's like, oh, it'll be really
Yeah.
funny. It's for my YouTube prank channel.
Yeah. He's like, I'm doing it
where
for the
it
kids.
goes wrong.
And,
Yeah, the prank where it goes wrong.
yeah.
Yeah. And then we
Weird, use
right
of the-
before.
We get a weird use of the Halloween theme where he goes doom, 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 because they're playing a clip on the TV, and he's just like, Happy Halloween.
Uh-huh.
Which I think is a good scene.
Yeah.
Then we get this montage. This is like when Tom's trying to escape
Mhm.
of all the places in just the States, even though they say the company is worldwide, but we only get the States.
Yeah, we only really see like the effects on America, because as we all know, America is the only
I'm fine
place
with
that-
him only sacrificing America. It seems fair.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. My favorite, Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Ethan.
We get like
My
Portland,
part, I guess you could say.
Omaha.
Some of like
California.
the shots here are nice and atmospheric.
Yeah.
Just the kids walking around with the masks.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then like it's like the Happy Halloween thing. It's like Happy Halloween.
Happy
Don't forget
Halloween.
to get home for the 9 p.m. giveaway.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, what's even in the giveaway? There's some-
Death.
I do to give away.
But are they, like,
maybe.
I guess
really,
if-
like,
Not you to sit on, ring the
Well,
bell.
I guess if you survive, you get to live.
yeah, that's
That's the prize.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very low income housing takes over America.
oh.
Yeah, so our boy, our man, Tom, he
Tom,
escapes.
Yeah. But I love how he like throws the
And-
mask on the camera.
Yeah.
Smart.
Like the colonel, he's on the phone.
Also, when like the TV's
With-
playing like the Silver Shamrock commercial, he's just had enough and he just kicks the thing in.
Yeah, he kicks the screen in. He's fucking pissed.
Yeah, he's like, I know what I have to do. I'm Tom Atkins.
Yeah. The colonel's on the phone with one of his distributors. He's like, oh, yes, very good, very good, very good. Oh, don't forget to watch the 9 p.m. giveaway.
Yeah,
Even after he sold all the masks, he's still upselling.
Yeah, he's a businessman. What can you say?
Yeah. So when Tom's like escaping, he's like in one of the back like rooms with all the boxes, and he calls his wife.
And
He's like,
the wife-
listen up, you stupid
No,
bitch.
he's very casual.
Yeah.
He's calm about it. He's just like, you gotta take the masks off them. He's like, oh, well, because I
Yeah.
got better masks than
Get rid of
you,
the mask.
you
Get rid of
fucking
the mask.
asshole."
Like, I fucking hate you, Dr. Tom. I hate you. Stupid bitch, and he hangs up.
Yeah, well, he does
It's
try
like
to
his
call
wife.
her.
Well,
I
no,
guess
his
he's
wife
so,
pissed him.
like-
His wife pissed him off so much he says fuck the kids.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, they're lost cause anyway.
Yeah, the kids don't even like me. Whatever.
Fuck it.
I'll start over with what's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then he goes to like save her, and he gets her out, and like the colonel, he's like, "There they are on the monitor. Get them."
It's just very like a James Bond villain, like, get them. And then, because before that, Tom sneaks in and he's like, okay, I know what I have to do. He just goes on and turns the theme tune on.
Well, we get this like like enter one door, MIB enter through another.
Yeah.
So then they're up in the rafters.
Yeah, and
he breaks the light or something.
No, he just.
Well,
gets he gets a box of like the Stonehenge chips. They're just the chips with like particles of Stonehenge, and he's just like plays the theme song. And he's just like, I don't know. He uses like it's very like
he like
ironic.
turns the computers on to distract them. Yeah.
Well, the fact that the theme song's playing like sets the chips off and just kills everyone.
They start exploding, and then the colonel looks up at Tom, and he's like, he just starts clapping at him.
Well, first he's like,
very good.
First of all, he's like looking around like what's going on, but then once he realizes what's happened, he like looks up at him and he goes, "Oh, well played," and just claps.
Well played.
But then what happens
and then he
next?
turns to Moon Cheese.
I don't know how this works. It's like Stonehenge. No, there's like a circle. Like Stonehenge sets something off and like hits him with a beam, and then here's an image just so you can see this because I don't know. What this means.
He turns, smiles, and he turns to like Moon Cheese. He like it's looks fucking hilarious.
It's like dopey paper mache head, and yeah, that's it.
And Stonehenge is just like, you fucked up. Turn to stone.
Or cheese. We don't even
now
know
you will be.
Does he like the Stonehenge?
I don't know. He disappears
or something.
I don't know. You're the new Stonehenge. I'm going on vacation.
Yeah, he just teleports him back to Stonehenge, and he just leaves immediately. He's like,
he teleports in there as like a stone or paper mache or whatever he is, and he's stuck in a T pose.
and throughout the rest of time, you can go to Stonehenge and see Conal Cochran just still T posing to this day.
We also like the lady doctor back home was murdered by one of the robots.
With a drill.
So, yeah, it's not the first time It's not the first time she's been drilled. Let's be honest here.
Good one.
Yeah.
So anyway, Tom nowadays killed everyone. Well,
they escape. They're in the car.
Well, we get this cool shot of like because the factory doesn't. I'm not sure if they just couldn't afford like the factory exploding, so you just have like a weird like optical shot of like the orange sky.
Burning. Yeah, just stuff burning. Cool yeah. Yeah, with them running. It's just a silhouette of them running up the hill.
Yeah. But yeah, they escape this town.
Yeah, they get in the car and they start driving, and it turns out she's a fucking robot, man.
I love the reveal as well. And
it's never explained the process of turning someone into a robot, but like witchcraft.
I'm assuming they just like killed her and they made a robot like based on her.
They sucked her blood out and replaced it with robot parts.
I guess it was just like a body snatchers thing. Or maybe they could just like have like a whole like robot factory floor we just didn't see where they're just like Conal Cochran's just like, oh well, now we'll prank him by making a replica of the woman he likes.
Maybe that's why he was smiling, because he knew she was a robot.
Yeah, he's like, I still win. Oh. That's Stonehenge now. Yeah, but I love this scene because it's like multiple fake outs. It's like he's just like.
It's like 3 in a row.
Yeah, it's great because like the first time like there's a bit of a scuffle, and then like he gets like out of the car because he crashes the car, and then he just escapes briefly, and then he gets to the boot and just gets a tire iron and just like knocks her head off.
Yeah, and then she's still moving around, but then he
gets back in the car, and then the hand goes.
He gets back, the arm grabs him.
And she's like, oh. And then that happens because like the thing with the first two, he does have to like fight a bit, but the third time when the headless body just gets up and just goes him, He just like stares at her and like that defeats it.
Come here, Tom. Grind my gears, baby.
Yeah. Let's have robot
Yeah, so-
sex.
Yeah, so
So Her, basically, the movie Her.
Yeah.
it's okay to hit a woman if she's a robot woman.
Yeah. Do you think like maybe Conal Cochran was secretly in Her all along with like the
He was secretly.
Yes, he was Theodore. Yeah, and this girl is Samantha.
Yeah.
Tom, he books it.
To the gas station from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, the same gas station from the beginning, which is why I'm saying that gas station really wasn't that far off of the town.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess it sort of like brings up the question where it's just like, does anyone really know that like this corporate like beast just owns a town?
Yeah, they know it's there because like when they go to the town, she's spouting off all this information about it.
Yeah, but I guess no one really bothers to check in. It's just like, oh, it's a corporation. They're totally cool.
So the same guy, like the gas station attendant guy, he goes up. He's like, "I need your phone. I need your phone right now."
Yeah, he's like,
He's
oh,
like, "It's
okay."
over there."
Mhm.
It's like, "Hey, don't I recognize you from somewhere?"
It's like, no, there's no time.
Because he was the same guy who brought in the guy from the beginning.
Yeah.
And then he gets on the phone. You gotta take it off the air.
Yeah,
he
he's
starts
like,
he's
like,
trying
all
to
these
explain
stations.
everything.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
no, I can't prove it. You just gotta take it off the air. Say it's a bomb.
Say it's a
threat or
bomb
whatever.
threat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then this family randomly shows up at the gas station.
It's just
It's like
2 free kids showing up, and they just come in to look at the TV.
immediately go to the television.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there has to be another town around here or something. Did Tom run for an hour straight and it was just like a time lapse we didn't see?
No,
or was
he's very
was he
fast.
driving at 300 miles per hour?
Well, it does say, because we see the clock where it's like 8:30, and that's when he's like kills Cochran or like sends him into Stonehenge or whatever. So he had 30 minutes to get from there, also have a scuffle with Robot Woman, and then get to this gas
By the time he gets to
station.
the gas
So I
station,
guess
he
it's
only
not
has
that
about a
far,
minute left.
Actually, yeah. So it's probably not. It's only like 30 minutes away, and not even that. He was walking.
No, it would be less than a 30-minute drive because he had to run the rest
Yeah.
of the way.
So really, this
So
thing.
can someone
It's
like
just
get out a
Americans are silly.
Halloween 3 geologic map for us?
Yeah.
So like as he's talking to them, they take it off 2 of the channels, but it's still on channels. The kid keeps changing it. Why didn't he just slap the kid away from the TV
Yeah.
or break the TV?
Or cut your mask
break
off
the
and anything.
kid.
We just cut your mask
Yeah, he
off.
could have just killed the kid instead of him melting away.
This is for your
Like
own good.
he could have did. I guess you could argue the reason why he didn't destroy the TV is because like he needed it to stay on
Yeah, to make
to
sure
know
they
if it was
take
taken off the air.
True.
But also he could have ripped the mask off the kids
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and like threw them away or like put some gasoline on them. He could have saved these 3 kids at least.
Yeah, by setting
we
them
get
on
this-
fire.
Yeah, we get this awesome scene. He's like, "It's still on channel 3. You gotta stop. Take it off
Take
the
it
air.
off, take
Take
it
it off
off."
the air.
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it!
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
It's so good.
Roll credits. Yeah.
It's like the
Great
perfect
ending.
ending.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And Omaha is wiped off the map,
Yes, which is what I want.
along with
It's a perfect
California, which is
ending.
great news. I hope Philadelphia is gone as well.
Same here. Like, all of Pennsylvania, just get gone. You don't want your shitty hockey teams. Any of that.
I
we
mean, I
don't
guess
want it.
there is sort of
happening.
like I did hear like someone say it's in sort of ambiguous endings, so we don't really see like anyone die, but it's like no, they all died.
Yeah, they all died. Yeah.
A lot of people would have died. I don't think everybody would have died.
Yeah.
Well, kids. I always think like kids
Yeah, like this
what-
movie isn't
it's shot
afraid to
first.
just kill the children.
Oh yeah.
This movie has balls. Yeah.
And also his like 2 kids are definitely dead now.
Oh yeah. His kids are dead for sure.
Yeah. And he's just like
Because he's a doctor. He can afford Channel 3.
or maybe the van just like drove past their house.
Yeah, because it's also on radio too. So it's like would the radio frequency work, or do you have to watch specifically on a TV for that to work?
No, you just hit a jingle and it kills you.
I thought it was a part of the TV too when it flashes the certain because it's sending
okay.
it.
Well, it's more. I guess it's more the dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. All the children are dead, and Conal Cochran won in the end, so it's really a happy ending.
Now he doesn't have to pay child support anymore. So
Yeah, he's like, that's why Conal Cochran was like smiled at him.
Actually, he probably died too because he was in the same room as those 3 kids.
Well, I mean, he's Tom Atkins. He could have just like, I could believe Tom Atkins
Survived.
punched a
But then again,
snake.
he could have just jumped out one of the 3 windows, or yeah.
I mean,
don't
Tom
know.
Atkins is the most powerful man alive. We know this, so.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
Dun,
Not
dun, 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 dun,
appreciated
dun,
in
dun.
its time, but I'm happy.
Still
this
not
movie,
appreciated.
I mean, there is like a cult
Well,
following
it's still,
behind it.
it's still following behind this movie. There's some people that adore this movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good. It's honestly like, it is like a movie that encapsulates like the holiday season the best. Honestly, like I can't really think of any other movie that does it as well as this, to be honest.
But it doesn't have Michael Myers.
Okay, yeah, worst movie ever.
No.
Well, the thing is, like, after this, because, like, the movie didn't do well at the time, sadly, so they brought back Michael Myers, and I
Yeah.
Or
I
a
guess,
much worse film.
yes, nobody ever complained about a Halloween sequel ever again.
You know, with Halloween Ends, this would be the perfect opportunity to maybe do that anthology idea.
Yeah.
It's not
maybe.
gonna
We want
happen.
Well, I guess I doubt they would do it now. Even if
They
this movie
should.
has had, like, a resurgence, I still don't think any studio would be ballsy enough. They have, like, one of the most iconic horror movie villains. They're gonna make use of him.
I don't know what we expected from these Halloween reboots, considering they were made by Blumhouse.
Well, David Gordon Green, same director of Pineapple Express and this other
Yeah,
apparently he's directing an Exorcist reboot too. Which I saw that today. I really hope that that's not true, because if so, that's going to be a disaster. Jesus Christ!
And then he's gonna make Poltergeist, a sequel to the Poltergeist remake.
Oh God! I can trust my 15-1 wasn't already bad enough. I'm not sure if y'all seen it. I saw shit in theaters. Absolutely some of the worst shit I've seen in my life.
I
God.
thought about watching it for my Halloween season
Oh.
thing, but I was like,
If you don't watch the actual good movies for Halloween and whatnot, go for it. But sad, you like watching Bye Bye Me and shit, so go ahead and watch Poltergeist 2015.
But
That's my
Bye Bye Man
recommendation
was
too.
funny.
beep boop 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 man.
Maybe we'll do the Bye Bye Man one day.
Sure, why not? Yes, and then 2023 October Bye Bye Man Halloween special. Sure.
You know what's
Reevaluation.
you know what's a horror movie remake oozing with 2009 energy? My
Crazies?
Bloody Valentine.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that one.
That was good.
That's just oozing with like 2009 energy.
Was the Friday 13th chosen that one like
Yes,
that? Did it
that was
also
also
ooze?
2009.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fairly similar.
Okay,
Yeah,
I figured.
I don't mind that one. I don't.
Oh yeah, it's.
I haven't seen it. It could be fun. I don't
That
know.
one, I think that one made the second most at the box office ever.
Oh, what's the highest grossing? Well, Freddy vs. Jason, I guess, would be the highest grossing.
Probably, yeah.
But
All
yeah,
right, final thoughts on
thoughts
Halloween
on
3.
Halloween
Let's
3?
Really good.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's my favorite Halloween. Michael Myers can eat a dick and go to hell. Send him to space.
Yeah, just have a movie.
Sure.
Michael Myers.
bring that back.
Laurie
yeah.
Strode's like great granddaughter. She's on her Tesla flight to Mars.
Yeah. Well, no. What
And,
happens if Earth is like abandoned and like a bunch of scavengers, which includes Laurie Strode's great
Grandson.
Yeah,
We'll make it how about a male protagonist?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And
That'll
he
piss everyone
goes,
off.
He goes to like Haddonfield, which is now like a abandoned like wasteland, and he walks around, and then he finds like he walks up slowly into this like I don't know underground lair. There's a
Sewer.
Yeah, sewer. There's a I don't know a cryo tube there. He looks at the thing, dusts off it, and you see the mask, and then it cuts to credits. Halloween 3000. And then
Halloween. Requiem. 2.
Any more you want to add, Simon?
I like how different this one is from the first two.
Yeah, it's completely different. It's his own thing. It stands out.
Yeah, I love that they did something different and the ideas that they wanted to move forward with, but didn't happen because whiny little children out there.
Yeah.
Well, I don't really know.
Hey, guess what? Guess what?
Like,
Friday the 13th, Jason Voorhees isn't the fucking killer in the first or the fifth movie. Oh no, Jason isn't in this one. Same energy. Well, guess what? Jason was in part 7 and that one sucks. He was in part 9 and that one sucks.
Yeah, but you got
90% of the Halloween films suck.
Yeah, well, the best thing about the sequels is Donald Pleasance because he gets even more insane. Like after
it goes like full like Vietnam like flashback soldier. The first one he's more grounded. Like he's like straightforward with people.
I mean,
he's well spoken. The second movie, he acted a crazy person. It's amazing.
Halloween 5 is just mostly him screaming at a small child.
I haven't seen Halloween 5. I've seen.
I'm being related to him.
I've seen everything from Halloween 1 through 4 and the 2018 one. That's I plan on watching more of the franchise.
You haven't seen the Rob Zombie remakes?
No, I haven't, but I really want to. Though.
Brad
honestly,
them.
I am curious. I am curious in those ones actually, like because I did really I really enjoy House of Thousand Corpses a lot. I know it's gonna be different, but I'm still interested in Rob Zombie's take on Michael Myers' origin story.
He's like 7 feet tall now.
Yeah, he's like white trash, like living in trash.
Long hair. Yeah,
he's in a
trailer park.
Yeah.
His wife is in it. Yes.
Sherry Moon Zombie, everyone's favorite.
Oh yeah, I like the movie. The movie good.
All right.
If your only argument for this movie being bad is Michael Myers isn't in it, you're an idiot.
Yeah, but I won't take that appearance seriously whatsoever. Like, if you watch this movie,
but you're dumb.
If you like it,
you're fucking redacted.
Yeah.
You're the reason why we can't have good things in the world. You're an endless disappointment.
You're the reason why we have the current trilogy going on right now.
Yeah.
Lincoln. What did you think about the movie, Ethan?
I still like it. Like I said, just definitely like when those scenes hit, they absolutely hit. Like the first act, I think there's suspense to it. I was still into it. Like from the opening scene, the score set a good mood and a good Halloween-y kind of feel, but not really to the extent of like children being dead. Yeah, obviously that's you get that good spicy stuff later on. Yeah, because this movie has balls. Yeah, going from the second one, moving on to something different. And like killing children in 1982, like that's what you should do right there when making movies, at least for this. And the second act, where the plot isn't really developed, which like I don't have a problem with that in movies, but for this, like it's just my like attention was like all over the place during the second act. It was like. At times, like, oh, okay. And then it's like, oh, like this him hanging around, like being a perv. These girls, like, okay, sure, Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins. Yeah, and the last 35 minutes come. And for me, it's what completely what makes this movie. Everything comes together. It ends in kind of open ended, kind of cliffhanger way, but enough to it's It ends well. It's fun. And like, if you were to put this movie on, for like a Halloween night, that's what this movie is made for. Like, on Halloween night, the atmosphere is out there. You know, all the kids are going trick or treating and whatnot. And you have this movie on, like everybody would enjoy this movie. It fits that atmosphere perfectly, and that's why I remember watching this movie for some Halloween because it fit the atmosphere like so well and whatnot. In fact, this Halloween, the original Halloween is gonna be showing in my house most likely, but I want the Halloween 3 to be on as well because like it should be included along with the other ones, even though it's completely different. Um, Overall, my rating for this would go. I mean, y'all can. It's expected. Yeah, it's my 3.5 out of 5, but I need it. I still enjoy it. Yeah, it's good. I still watch it again next year, maybe for October, if I watch like the whole Halloween franchise.
Oh God,
Don't do that.
I did that one
I
year.
won't do
Oh
that.
my God.
I'm looking forward to Resurrection because like my main man Busta Rhymes is in that. I want to see
Huh?
his performance.
Spinning heel kicks.
Yeah, it looks so much fun. I can't wait for that one.
What the hell are you talking about?
Dude,
I like
Busta
fun. I'm not
Rhymes.
a hateful, grumpy Aussie like you.
Past the Kabasi.
Yeah, they're doing like a reality show too and whatnot. It looks.
Oh, it's all over the freaking place.
It looks okay. We'll see.
He
We'll have to
returns
see
to his
that.
house like he's freaking Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
After killing
Cedric.
Jamie Lee Curtis, of course. But
Yeah,
What
the
are your
beginning of
thoughts?
that movie is he kills Jamie Lee. It's so stupid.
What are your thoughts, Cedric, on this
This
movie?
movie is just like I said earlier. It's just a really solid little Halloween adventure, I guess you could say. Because it like
A Halloween adventure for the whole family.
Yeah, I would show this to children, to be honest.
This is what happens if you're not good on Halloween.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it does capture the season perfectly. Like, it does have that atmosphere, and it is like I like how just cynical it is when it comes to like the consumerism angle of it all.
The kids who shopped at Value Village were the real winners.
But yeah, like as we said before, like the first, it is very different from those previous two movies, which is a good thing. It stands on its own.
Very good thing.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because like the first half is more, as I said earlier, it's more mystery noir sort of thing than an outright horror. Like it does get you like invested to a degree of like what's actually going on here. And then once you get to like those last 35 minutes, as you said, it's just great, to be honest. And plus you got Tom Atkins just being Tom Atkins, and you got possibly because like it does get goofy with like the whole Stonehenge angle, but it's,
The Irish stole Stonehenge.
yeah. It is bizarre and strange, but it's in a good kind of way. So yeah, I would recommend this. Like, I agree with Ethan's score, 3.5. It's a good movie.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree.
It didn't deserve the backlash it got at the time, so it does make you wonder, like, if like they just called it like Season of the Witch or something like that, or like Halloween : or whatever, Halloween Stories or whatever.
Mhm.
Maybe we could have gone a much more interesting series compared to what we ended up having. Because like even if you just hated this movie and they say this movie comes out, you hate it, but then the next year they probably do something different, and hey, you might like this one or the next one. Like
It's not like they couldn't bring Michael back here and there, kind of
like they
thing.
could have had like small references and it would have been fine.
Well, you could have did another Halloween with Michael after you did like a few other stories.
Like a sort of like return anniversary film,
Yeah,
like what we ended up getting.
yeah. But I'm saying like instead of like Halloween 4 Return of Michael Myers or Curse or whatever the fuck it's called.
No, the first one's Return, the fourth one's called Return of Michael Myers, then the fifth one is
Curse.
and then the sixth one is Revenge or whatever.
H2O. Oh.
Then
Oh yeah, because there's that little. I always forget about Revenge.
yeah.
Anyways, like You could have had a return of Mike Myers. You could have had like Halloween, the return of Michael Myers. But like after you did some other interesting stories, because this is before Hollywood is completely creatively bankrupt.
Mhm. I mean, we still got. There are still good other anthologies out there, but what we're
Because
saying is
frickin'
like,
Trick or Treat is a better Halloween sequel than Halloween.
yeah, that is true.
And like Sam is a more interesting character than Michael Myers altogether.
True.
And he has a cooler design.
True. I'm just agreeing with you here.
Yeah, because I'm right.
Perhaps. How about a Season of the Witch sequel? That's what we really need. Where Tom Atkins.
I mean, it would be interesting seeing the only problem with the
Old
Season of the
man
Witch
Tom
sequel
Atkins.
is you have to choose a canonical ending.
Yeah.
Either everyone dies or he
What
was
I
able
really
to get it
want is
off.
just more Conal Cochran of just him T-posing at Stonehenge.
Well, he's dead now, so
No, he established early that he went to the Stones sent him to Stonehenge.
no, the
That's-
actor. I'm pretty sure the actor is dead.
Oh yeah, well,
Mm.
true.
We'll bring him back with CG.
Yeah.
We'll get that Star
No, we
Wars
just need to
money.
get that paper mache head he had and just have that there T-posing. Dig that out of the
I just want to
archives.
mention. I just want to mention how hard the poster for this movie goes. By the way, it's like this and the first Halloween have the best posters in the franchise.
So
it looks
good.
Yeah.
It is good. It is a good poster.
hmm
I mean, it's much better than like every like Halloween poster, which is just the mask again and again. Like
It's like him
Mhm.
holding knife, mask,
because like the
knife and
4
mask.
and 5 poster are basically the same one. It's like him outside of a house with the same mask, and then they took that same mask shot and just put him next to a kid.
I remember. I think the poster for Revenge is literally just like blue everywhere,
Yes,
and
it's
then
just
like a silhouette
Yeah.
of him.
And that's the one of Paul Rudd. The sixth one, then yeah, it's literally what the poster is.
That was
Yeah.
also Donald
Yeah.
Pleasance's last movie, so
So I
sad.
And
can
the-
throw up all the posters.
Yeah, and the
Also, like,
posters for H2O Resurrection are more or less the same as well.
I mean, they do.
Yeah,
still
it's
have
just like
the Scream
faces.
poster, basically. Yeah.
yeah. It's like guys, it's the 2000s now. We have to do 2000s posters, faces.
Faces.
And the poster for the second one isn't that bad. It's like a pumpkin and smile. It's not
but
bad.
It's not as
It's like
memorable, I'd say.
it looks kind of funny because he looks like he has like the big derpy brain, but it's the pumpkin.
Yes, it's not a bad
Looks like
poster.
the poster for Halloween 2 is SpongeBob when he shaves himself when he's just the brain.
Oh yeah.
So I can throw that up and with the poster because
Yeah.
that's what it looks like to me. Where he goes as a ghost for Halloween, you know?
Yeah, but he's square and
Yeah, and he's trying to scare everyone, but when he takes the sheet off, he's way scarier.
yeah. What a good episode that was.
Good episode. Good Halloween episode.
So watch that in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch this Halloween.
Watch that
Yes.
instead of Halloween Ends, and I'm sure you'll have a better time.
Yes.
But Halloween
what-
Ends is so good because Michael Myers did it.
Apparently he's barely
Oh,
in
no,
it though,
it's
from
not.
what I've heard. Apparently he just spends most of the time in a sewer.
Where he belongs.
Yeah, in the sewer.
It's where all the sequels belong.
Where the rain goes down.
So he's just hanging out with Pennywise? Is that
Probably, I
What he's
assume
doing?
so, yeah. And they just like talking about what went wrong, their problems.
like, man, I had all these kids ready to eat and they just weren't scared of me anymore. It's just like
They were doing these Fortnite dances.
they were
They were forcing on
dancing on me,
me.
bro.
Oh, jeez, that must suck.
It's like I think I got one or two of them when they were adults, but they beat me in the end.
Oh, they just beat me up and called me mean words that it actually hurt. What are we doing?
Hiya, Georgie.
And I went up to say hiya, Georgie, and he just ran away and called me a sex pervert.
He threw a firework into the sewer.
And I
Who
was like,
does that?
Dude, Jesus, like, some of us gotta make a
Myers
living,
is
you
just
know?
there shaking his head.
Yeah, he's just. Boy, do I have a story for you.
The only note I wrote down for Halloween 3 is like one line of dialogue the woman speaks. That's where Tom Atkins. I don't know why this line was so stupid to me. She said, "I feel like a goldfish." What human? I don't know why. Like, what human being does? I don't know. What she says. I feel like a goldfish. It's
What,
like,
when they're going through the town and everyone's looking
yeah.
at
It's
them?
like, what? Why did she say that? Yeah. Like, why did she say that? I don't.
You know
I thought
how
it's
like
only
when you go
gonna
to
take
the
that
Everyone-
dentist office, sometimes they have like fish
Goldfish?
and stuff.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
that's
it's
the-
kind of like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure. Still kind of stupid, but sure, I kind of get
It's
it
actually
now.
the smartest line ever written in a
Oh, so
motion picture.
genius. Yeah, so it's written by Troy Kaufman. Never mind, I have to love it now.
Yeah.
All right, there we go, genius.
This was Charlie Kaufman's first screenplay. He was just uncredited.
Yeah, but it was like how old he's like in his 50s now. He was like maybe 21. He wrote the script. I don't know. Yeah.
All my days writing car scenes.
Yeah. Well, that's actually
Yeah, he just wrote the car scene and that's it. The goldfish line was all him.
The one from I'm thinking about
Ooh.
ending things. That car scene is still going as we speak.
The whole movie.
Yeah,
The whole movie's a car scene.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we have it. Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for listening. We probably won't.
Yeah,
see you
we're
next time.
just rambling.
Bye.
Yeah. All right.
Cut.
See ya.
Sake, please stop it. There's no more time. You've got to. Please stop it. Stop it now. Turn it off. Turn it off. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.